Proactivity versus reactivity. Balance is critical. What is proactivity versus reactivity? Proactivity is a mindset that has been around for centuries and can be applied to a wide range of disciplines. It's the ability to anticipate future events and take appropriate action in anticipation of them. Leaders who stay proactive are constantly scanning their environment for potential problems or challenges, and then taking the necessary steps to address them before they become an issue. The word reactive is used to describe a person or thing who responds quickly and usually without anticipation. Examples of this can be described as the reaction to pain, an allergic response, and a chain reaction. For many of us, life is fast-paced and full of distractions. At the same time, we are constantly bombarded with demands on our time and attention. It can be hard to find the time to reflect on what we want out of life or to make plans long-term. A proactive person takes control over their destiny by setting goals, making a vision board, or taking small steps towards those goals. The pros and cons of being proactive. Being proactive is about being in control of our life and not waiting for life to happen to us. We are all born with the same amount of time, but it's what we do with that time that makes all the difference. The best way to be proactive is by setting goals and creating a plan on how to achieve them. Being too proactive can lead to overwork or stress. This can cause health problems like insomnia or depression. It's important to take time for ourselves and spend it with friends or family in order to balance our life. Our attitudes can either make us or break us in the workplace. It's important to be aware of how we are projecting ourselves to our colleagues and superiors. Certain behaviors that are acceptable with friends can be seen as rude or pushy in the work world. The pros and cons of being reactive. There are many pros to being reactive. One pro is that it is easier to respond to a situation. Unlike proactive people, reactive people can be very spontaneous and easygoing, which can sometimes lead them to live a carefree life. They also don't have any regrets about what they didn't do because they are always following their intuition. The cons of being reactive are that it can be difficult to predict future events. In today's high-paced world, there is an expectation to respond immediately and solve issues as they arise. Many people are opting to use reactive rather than proactive methods. They reason that it is difficult to predict the future, and they would rather solve issues as they arise than anticipate them. Understanding proactivity and reactivity. We often think of reactive and proactive thinking as two different mindsets, and that they don't work well together. But it's important to see how they can function in everyday life with each other. Let's look at 3 examples of proactive and reactive thinking. 1. A person gets stuck with a computer project they are working on. Proactive thinking will analyze the initial problem and design ways to prevent it from happening in the future. Reactive behavior will send the person away from the computer to take a break. 2. Firefighters must be able to assess the situation quickly and form strategies to fight fires. Their training, however, teaches them proactive behaviors that allow them to extinguish fires and rescue people safely. 3. Employers want to be available and attentive to their employees. Reactive thinking has them checking and answering employee emails throughout the day. Proactive thinking allows the employers to keep their word, but dedicate a specific time of day for reading and responding to email. The importance of balance between both mindsets. One of the most common misconceptions people have is that they think they need to be all proactivity or reactivity. Working gratitude into the picture is one of the most important ways to maintain a healthy balance. Taking time each day to reflect on what we're thankful for will help us blend proactivity with reactivity automatically. What can we do right now? 1. Analyze our actions. Throughout the day, people constantly adapt their behavior due to the effect of their environment. They're always being reactive in some capacity. The more they think about this and act proactively, the better they'll become at telling the difference between what are reactions and what are proactive responses. We can always study these two different behaviors further to see which one is more effective. 2. Allow room for improvement. Some people find it easier than others to be proactive. If they find their behaviors are too reactive, then they should set small goals to improve. Altering how they think takes some time, so they need to be patient as they adopt new strategies. We have a gift for you. Go get it now in the description below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and tap the notification bell too.